secret to preventing chronic illness through holistic health?
You know what? The number one answer that I use in practice is to reduce inflammation.
Mm.
Okay? Everything begins with systemic inflammation. Any chronic disease you have is tied to inflammation. What is inflammation? A big part of it is, what are we putting in our mouth? Okay. What are we drinking? What are we eating? What are we smoking? What are we
Mm.
inhaling? Okay. What are we putting on our skin? What are we putting on our hair? You know, these are all things that create inflammation if you don't know how to read labels, right? Or take the time to understand and learn more. Um, the Today in medicine has greatly failed, the public on helping people with this, because medicine is also one of the leading causes of death in the United States. Okay, not many people know that, but they are
Yeah.
number three or number four
Hmm.
as far as iatrogenic disease, meaning hospital-borne illness, or from toxicity overload due to the amount of medications and other things that occur in that space. Now, am I saying that medical doctor is going to kill you? No. Okay. But you got to understand, when you get advice from a medical doctor, whether it's your general physician or your practitioner or whoever that is, they're going to give you medical advice. That medical
Hmm.
advice is going to come in the form of a scalpel or a pill or an
Hmm.
injection or whatever. Okay. And they're all toxic. That's one of the things we got to understand. A lot of people are dealing with things because of the toxicity overload from all the medication they've been on for years, days, and weeks, and they haven't taken care of the primary thing and that is their habits. They haven't taken care of the fact that, oh yeah, I have people coming in here, especially for weight loss, and with these semi-glutides like Ozempic and Wegovy, they're saying, oh yeah, just keep taking that. You can eat whatever you want. It's like, you gotta be kidding. No wonder these people
Hmm.
are. I mean, and I ask them, I go, that's your supervision? They actually gave you that advice? So you justified staying a diabetic, getting sicker, and dying younger just because of a sensation, right? It's an addiction when it gets
Hmm.
to a point. And one of the biggest things I tell people, remember, we live in a country, a superpower, that thrives on people being sick.
Hmm.
And we are praying, especially with this administration and the powers that be, this is all going to change. And just in the last month or the last 3 weeks, seeing what has been happening.
Hmm.
Oh, wow. I mean, everyone. This is the first time when you think about it, Doug, everyone is on notice. Big
Yeah.
Pharma, drugs. I mean, the IRS, the
Hmm.
Treasury. I mean, everyone is on notice
Food
that these
manufacturers.
food manufacturers. I mean, the biggest thing that killed me was watching these women in Detroit, okay, protesting in front of Kellogg's because they were saying, "Why are you poisoning our kids with the stuff in America? But in Europe, you're making a better product. You're
Hmm.
sending a better product to Europe, but you're poisoning us here in the good old US of A."
Hmm.
And even to this day, I don't understand the money part of it. Like, why are we doing that to our country? Is it really that less expensive to poison us than to send a good high quality product across the seas?
Right.
I don't understand it. And so what I also don't understand too is, why are those moms wasting their time protesting? Why don't they just stop buying the product?
Hmm.
I mean, the dollar always goes a long way. Look what happened when Target decided to go, hey, let's talk about trans, let's do all this. You know how many billions of dollars they lost because of
Yep.
that? Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
that it
Bud Light.
money talks, right? So inflammation from a standpoint is, you got to understand, what are you putting in your body? Where are you buying your food? Are you eating out more often than you should? At the end of the day, you got to bring health back home. You got to go back to the days of the 70s and 80s,
Hmm.
when the majority of your meals were cooked at home, and when you went out to eat, it was more of a luxury once or
Hmm.
twice a month. Okay, or fast food was once or twice a month
Hmm.
for that I remember. It was more of a treat. Hey, you just want to go
Yeah.
to McDonald's? All right, come on, let's go get a Happy Meal, whatever. And that was it. It wasn't something we ate multiple times a week, you know.
Yeah.
And that's that. So it's just, we just gotta make more of an effort to take better care of ourselves. Learn. We can't rely on our doctors for everything. I mean, when you look at everything, everyone Googles everything anyway. So why don't it's not like there's a lack of information out there. There's a lack of execution. That's what it comes
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. Thanks for checking out the Profitable Christian Business Podcast. Remember to like, subscribe, and share.